Hey Sean.
Take a breath now.
That was a hard-fought match, but a victory for the Cobbies.
Yeah, it's always going to be against Connacht. You have to have the right to get your noses in front and try and have an impact on the game and be at the front foot. And I thought the lads from 1 to 11 and the subs that come on, and the whole group, to be fair, the whole group were fantastic. And since the Barry defeat, to be honest, Paul, they've reacted really well, and that's one thing that I've touched on massively, is the reaction. Certainly the friendly that we had here against the Anglesey side, our attitude that night was spot on, and we carried that on in training. Training was absolutely ferocious. We identified where Connacht might cause us some problems. I was maybe a little bit surprised at the starting lineup, to be fair. 1 or 2 changes in there, but their season has been one hell of a season. I might add, final and semi-final after final, like, or whatever it might be. But I can't take anything away from my lads tonight. I think right from the back with Rambo, he's pulled off some unbelievable saves, to keep us in it. We've called them into action as well. We've caused problems. We've had chances, to maybe get a second and a third. But I said it, I think, after the Bala game, 1-0 in this league it's annoying if you're on the receiving end of one, but it's the best scoreline. 1-0, clean sheet and 3 points. Yeah, happy days.
Yeah, we began the match well. Although having said that, Connacht had the chance to score in the very first minute.
Yes.
But we then, I thought we started really well. We had a few chances, as you said, but Gaz Evans doesn't score that many goals. But that was some finish, wasn't it?
It was, and he's one of my best pals, and we've got a lads group on WhatsApp as well, so that's going to be nice and loud, I think, tonight, like with Gaz. But credit to him. On a serious note, with Evo, I think he is a 10 maybe 15 goal a season midfielder. Very difficult in this league, of course, but he can chip in with his fair share of goals, and the energy that he shows, with Darren Thomas, with Danny Brookwell supplementing him as well. And when you've got Kai, who I thought was tremendous tonight, and Breezy, up top, it's good energy going forward. And the lads will probably have a go at me because, being a defender, like sort of back in the day, I always concentrate on, remaining solid and staying organised and keeping clean sheets, and I maybe don't put too much emphasis on the attacking play. However, you've got the likes of Darren Thomas and Brookie, and for me, they're off-the-cuff players. They just produce moments of magic and moments of brilliance, and for me as a coach, I can't coach that. That's just a natural ability. With Breezy and Kai, I can't teach Kai how to hold the ball up, how to flick things on, because it comes naturally to him. So I'm lucky and I'm blessed that I've got attacking players like that can cause, sort of them problems going forward. But even, the ugly things, throwing bodies on the line tonight and stopping shots and defending our 18-yard box, we were terrific. And, credit to Andy and his staff. They wished us all the best, and, likewise, we wish them all the best for the remainder of the season.
I have to ask you, after they beat us in the Welsh Cup, we spoke after the match, and you were frustrated, because you didn't feel we'd had to go at them. It was different tonight, wasn't it? It
was different, yeah. We took a little bit of a gamble. We went with, with 3, and then we played Evo one side and Brookie the other. And I just felt if we could get Kai and Breezy, on the pitch at the same time, it might just work their centre too. Just that little bit more, which I thought it did. Krause and Noah were very disciplined in the first half. I think it epitomised Noah's performance when he's tracked the run from about 60-70 yards and made a block on the edge of the box. But despite him being young, he's an intelligent footballer, Noah, and whether it's going forward, he's very, very comfortable on the ball, so he can pick a pass, but he knows the other side of the game as well, really well. So yeah, I made up for him. He was frustrated when he was injured, but he's loving his football here, and when he's got Krause next to him, it's always it's unusual, but Krause has actually coached Noah in the past. But when you've got Krause next to him, who is an experienced campaigner, and Gaz Edwards behind them barking instructions, it's good. So yeah, like you said, Paul, we took a bit of a gamble with the shape. It worked. We got our noses in front. Could have had a second before half time, and then we thought, well, we've got our goal. We'll just change it about a little bit. And Connacht, credit to him, they took risks, but the way their fullbacks play in pinning the likes of Darren Thomas and Danny Brookwell in, we can't get our flair players on the ball. So yeah, they had the lion's share possession, of course they did, but through sheer endeavour and sheer desire and work rate, I just felt my boys deserved the victory, and they were excellent.
And is it now a case of we're going to be gunning for the 4th place? You know, we're going to be doing everything we can.
That tonight, Paul, is a huge victory in many ways. We said that we owed the fans a performance after the Barry game, which I think we've done. Saw them at the end there clapping us off and singing songs, and obviously we had a bit of a sing-along there in the changing rooms, but they've been different class. So that was the first bit. You know, the fans will go home happy, they'll enjoy their weekend now. Secondly, what it does now for our confidence is huge. Connors Key, rightfully, are second and pushing TNS. They're rightly competing on all fronts, you know, in the Iron Brew and semi-final of the MG and Welsh Cup final, rightly so. But we managed to get 3 points against them, and we've done that twice this year now, and kept 2 clean sheets against what is a clinical front 3. Obviously, Michael Wilde was missing tonight, but Bakari is an excellent player. Just the little bits of skill. You know, Rob Hughes on the other side causes problems, and then Andy Owens is just an absolute menace. But you know, I've got to commend like Ry Wills, Nathan Craig, Gaz Edwards, you know, Krause and Noah giving the protection. It gives us confidence now going into the remaining 3 games. We've got Newtown at home next week. I'm hoping it's going to be another evening like this. Potentially, it could be our last home game, depending on where we finish, but it might not be with the playoff situation. But it's our last home game of the season, so, you know, the Covey Army have been absolutely superb. They've been credit to the league, they've been credit to the football club. I want a bumper crowd next week. I want it to be an absolute cauldron. And yeah, it promises to be a great occasion against Newtown. They go to, I think they host TNS tomorrow, I don't think they go there. I think they host them. So it's a tough game for them. But, you know, if anyone's capable of getting a result against TNS, it's Husey. I'm sure he's going to go a particular way, but it just opens it up now. I think we go level on points now, and I think they've got slightly better goal difference. So, I mean, if they weren't to get a result tomorrow or win, it makes next week just that more intriguing. So, yeah, bring it on, bring it on.
Right, wel, y cwestiwn dwytha yn John, ond heddiw, da ni am sticio i Gymraeg. Paid o switcho Saesneg.
Paid?
Ia, paid o switcho Saesneg.
Dwi'n trio.
Oce, dwi'n gwybod. Reit, marcio allan y 10 am y perfformiad.
Dyn i dyn, 10 allan o 10 i pawb. Meddwl bod Alex Ramsey yn gweithio'n galad, you know, shotio y fewn from y chwech ar y 10. Dwi'n meddwl bod y defenders yn bod yn colossal. Pawb, bob un o chwaraewyr, I hate that word much. Bob un y chwaraewyr 10 allan o 10. Gweithio'n galad, sorry. And yeah, 3 points ar dydd Gwener nesaf onto y Dre Newydd.
Gret. Diolch yn fawr, mae hynna'n gret.
Dipyn bach.
Na, reit. Diolch yn fawr.
Na, diolch yn fawr, Paul.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.